Welcome to Metal Detecting Wisconsin. Again, I want to apologize for the wind noise in parts of these videos. But this is from several short hunts on sites that I revisited that I was on in the spring. They're all one-room schoolhouse sites. The first part I'm going to show you when I do the wrap-up here is it was really windy that day, so I didn't videotape at all, but I'm just going to show you what I found on that field. And then there's some short clips of the other things that I found. I'm just purchased the iPhone 12 Pro. I haven't gotten it yet. It's coming about the middle of this month. I purchased the Pro because I wanted the camera capabilities of it. It's supposed to have a better camera than the regular iPhone 12. And what I also did is I purchased a chest mount for it and a microphone that has a little fuzzy thing on it to help buffer the wind. So hopefully I'm going to take care of this wind issue and I'm going to have some much better quality videos to put out. That's my goal anyway. So once I get all that, I'm going to do a video and show you what I have for a setup and what microphone I purchased and chest mount that I purchased, and then I'm going to start using it in my hunts and see what kind of quality sound and video I get. I'm not too worried about the video part of it, but the sound was the big thing, so I was trying to figure out a way to do that. And my buddy Tim has a chest mount for his phone and seems to really like it, so that's why I purchased the chest mount. I thought it'd be easier to turn it on and off and do some more like action footage too, like showing my coil swinging and showing numbers and things like that. So look forward to that. Probably, hopefully, if the weather holds out, I'll be able to get in a few hunts the end of November or beginning of December where I'll be able to use the new camera setup. So I'll pause this here and turn the camera around and do a little wrap-up of these hunts. Welcome to Metal Detecting Wisconsin, out with the Equinox. 15-inch coil. I'm back at the site that I was at in the spring where I found the 2-center and the large cent one-room schoolhouse farm field. I'm going to revisit a few of the sites that I was on in the spring. Maybe try to get a whole video out of most of them. I covered two or three that I have in mind. I covered pretty well, but I'm sure I missed some stuff, and they've been plowed and replanted and picked again. So I was just getting a 21-20 and it was breaking up. I think I got an Indian head. It's nice and green like an Indian head anyway. I missed a couple here, probably more than a couple. Hopefully I'll get at it and see what else we can get. I forgot to mention I put the 15-inch coil on because I wanted to cover some ground quickly today. I only had about 3 hours to hunt. What I did is I normally run my recovery speed at 3. I just increased it to 5, and I'm trying to cover some ground quickly here, so it's working out all right. Even with that 15-inch coil, I pick up little tiny pieces of aluminum and brass, and it does great separation too. I have no issues with that. So I was just getting a 9-10 kind of jumpy, and I got some kind of jewelry piece here. Not sure what it is, but it looks like it's got a hole on the top for a necklace. Not going to rub on it too much, but I'll clean it up and give you a better picture of what it is and what I think it might be. This was a jumpy 10, jumping around 10, some kind of another piece of jewelry. Looks like kind of a horseshoe pin or something. Got some fake stones in it or whatever. I'll try to clean that up too as best I can and give you a better picture of it. This was giving me numbers up in the 14-15 range. It looks like I got a stick pin. Pin's still intact. It looks like it's like a deer or an elk or something like that. That's a cool find. That's really old. I won't mess with this too much either. I'll clean it up and see if I can straighten out that pin by heating it up or whatever. Welcome to part 2 of revisiting some old schoolhouse sites. Sorry about the wind, if you can't hear me. I was just getting a 15. Where to go? Here it is. Another. I dug one wheat penny so far at this site. This is different than the last one I was just at. Some kind of piece of jewelry here, a button. Looks like it's got some gold gilding on it. I think it's a pin because I see a little pin stick right there that was broken off. So we'll clean that up and give you a closer look at that. This site had oats on it, so it's much easier swinging around in here than swinging around in the corn. This is day 3 of the revisiting some of the old fields that I hit in the spring. The Equinox, I got the 11-inch coil on today. It's about 31 degrees, 10-mile-an-hour winds. Pretty cold out here, but I got about an hour and a half to hit this site again. I was just getting a 15. I dug a pull tab right about where the pinpointer is. And then just in front of the pinpointer, I dug 2 square needles. Just dug a nice solid 17. And I got a ring. It's like brass or copper. Definitely a ring. It's got like little decorative stone or something on top of it. That's a cool find. Clean it up and see what it looks like cleaned up. This is the field I was talking about where it was really windy, and I only had like an hour and a half, so I didn't do any recording that day. But I did pretty well for an hour and a half. Some kind of like lead seal, 10-cent play money. I had an 1884 Indian head, a 1918 buffalo, and a hair clip. I'm pretty sure that's a hair clip, the rectangular thing, and then a little piece of jewelry. Got some gold gilding on it. So it wasn't too bad for a hour and a half hunt on a field that I'd already been on. The next field, this was from a couple different times I was on this field. A couple things in here that I didn't record. Well, the 2 buttons there, and the thing with the big rooster on it, which I think is part of some horse tack. It's got like some kind of mount on the back of it, and then that little pin in the center of the screen there is something. I think it's some kind of little jewelry pin or something. The Indian head penny was 1889. I did not try to straighten out this stick pin. It's got like a deer on it, but I'm going to try to straighten it out. I'll boil it in water and slowly bend it. Try not to break it. The other 2 pins, they cleaned up pretty nice. One's got some fake stones in it. The other one is very intricate, which I'm surprised it even stayed intact being in a field, but it did. It's pretty cool little find. It's got a little stone in the center too. And then the ring's missing whatever stone was in it, but that's just a junker. And lastly, from this field, I got 2 wheat pennies. They're both, one's in the 20s, one's in the teens. And I think the round thing is like a key lock or part of a keyhole or something like that. And then that goldish color is a pin. It's missing the pin on the back, and then one button. So thanks for watching. They're really starting to take the crops off the field, so hopefully I'm going to get some new permissions here and put out some more videos. And